Kris and Erin in the morning, remembering Rita 10 years later. Our special guest this morning, we have Mayor Randy Roach of Lake Charles. Good morning, sir.
Morning, guys. How y'all doing? Well, Erin, I always like to say when we start talking about Hurricane Rita, we have to start with Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah.
Because I like to think of those storms really as one storm. Katrina hit the southeast part of the state, devastated the southeast part of the state. And we were dealing with that devastation and the magnitude of that devastation, but also the fact that we were sheltering so many people from Katrina. You know, we had at one point just over 3,000 people at the Civic Center, and when you consider the fact that there are towns in Louisiana that don't have 3,000 people, it gives you an idea as to what the scope of the operation that we had going on at the Civic Center. We had another 1,000 or so people at Burton Coliseum. Then we had pockets of folks throughout Southwest Louisiana, churches and other organizations taking care of it. So it was a lot going on even before Hurricane Rita came. So we went to bed on Wednesday night thinking that we were okay. In fact, if you go look at the paper on the Thursday morning paper on the 22nd, I guess it was 22nd of September. If you look at that edition of the paper. And read the article. It talked about we're going to have high tides, and we're going to have winds about 55 miles an hour, gusts, and this, that, and the other. Coastal flooding. That was the forecast when we all went to bed Wednesday night. Of course, we wake up at about 4 o'clock Thursday morning, and they tell us things have changed.
Yeah.
And so we had to really get in gear quickly. And I guess the one of the things that helped us in a way was the fact that we were all. It wasn't any one agency in charge. It was the parish, it was the city, it was the sheriff, and other communities working together on what we were doing all along. So we had that network already sort of working at least together. Right. So that when we had to start working on our issue, we were already accustomed to working together, so that helped. What would you say? What would be your takeaway from all of this? And that is that you got a great community. You really do. And you go on I talk at any. There was a movie, I think, Any Given Sunday or something like that.
Yes.
Say Any Given Saturday. Hey, think of any given Saturday in Southwest Louisiana. You will find a group, at least one, and probably 3 or 4, maybe 5. Having some kind of charitable event for some organization to pull together and do something for someone or some group. Okay,
right.
And so that's the core of who we are here in Southwest Louisiana. So take advantage of that. Use that quote resource and allow the people to become engaged and be a part of what you're doing, and use that faith, use that energy and dedication. Leverage that with your resources that you have as government, and you'll handle whatever the situation is.